5.
Okay, good evening, everybody. Before we start what everybody's been waiting for, we're going to stand and do the pledge. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you, and everyone can be seated. Thank you. I am actually going to waive my opening statement right now, and we're going to move on to the adoption of the agenda. Going to make a motion to adopt tonight's agenda.
Or I think we have to. Do we have to do a roll call first?
It's not on here, but we can. That would be pretty good, actually. Beth, thanks. It's not on here, so I just go by what's written.
I hear you.
Ms. Callahan, could you please do the roll call?
Yes. Mrs. Johnson,
Here.
Ms. Weisberg,
Here.
Ms. Bays,
Here.
Ms. Brooks,
Here.
Ms. Epstein,
Here.
Ms. Gilliar,
Here.
Mr. Greenstein.
Here.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Mrs. Callahan. Now, I'm going to move to the adoption of the agenda today, May 18th, 2021. Do I have a second? Ms. Weisberg. Mary, please do the
Yes.
honors.
Mrs. Johnson,
Yes.
Ms. Weisberg,
Yes.
Ms. Brooks,
Yes.
tricked you, Ms. Bays,
Yes.
Ms. Epstein,
Yes.
Ms. Gilliar,
Yes.
Mr. Greenstein.
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Now I'm going to move to adopt the minutes of the May 4th, 2021 board meeting. Do I have a second? Okay, Ms. Brooks. Ms. Callahan, please do the honors.
Yes. Mrs. Johnson,
Yes.
Ms. Weisberg,
Yes.
Ms. Brooks. Did it again.
I'll say yes anyway.
Ms. Bays,
Yes.
Ms. Epstein,
Yes.
Ms. Gilliar,
Yes.
Mr. Greenstein.
Yes.
Okay.
That it?
Yes.
Do we have anything else in between this and the action items? I guess not. Okay, we are up to we only have 69 participants. I guess hopefully a lot of people are watching it live streams. Okay, we're now up to budget and fiscal, and resolved that the Board of Education adopts the following results from the May 18th, 2021 budget and trustee vote.
Should we approve the election inspector first?
Is it on here?
I think that's
There
the other
was
item.
one-
It is.
There
It's
was
the other
one
item.
additional person needed whose name appears on the agenda.
Okay,
It-
I'm reading what I have here under action items and I don't see it, honestly, so,
Item number 4, set under 7 point.
Mary, can you just read the resolution?
I got it. Okay, resolved that the Board of Education appoints the following individual to serve as an election inspector at the 2021 budget vote and election at a rate of pay of $14 per hour. Ben Yaron. So do we vote on that?
Yes.
Okay, do I have a second for
I have
that?
a motion. Yes.
Okay,
Okay. Mrs. Johnson,
yes.
Ms. Weisberg,
Yes.
Ms. Bays,
Yes.
Ms. Brooks,
Yes.
Ms. Epstein,
Yes.
Ms. Gilliar,
Yes.
Mr. Greenstein.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, now should I, gonna go on to item 1, which is resolved, Board of Education adopts the results, and proposition 1, which was the budget vote itself, and proposed budget of the Port Washington Union Free School District for the school year 2021-22 in the amount of $167,268,000. Do I need to read all of this or no?
No,
I
No,
do.
Mary needs to give us the numbers.
Yes.
And then we adopt the resolution.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thanks.
So there were 2,580 yes votes, 1,009 no votes. The budget does pass. If the board would like to adopt based on the resolution for the fiscal year 21-22 in the amount of $167,268,942.
Do I have a second? Okay, Emily?
Okay, Mrs. Johnson,
Yes.
Mrs. Weisberg,
Yes.
Mrs. Bays,
Yes.
Ms. Brooks,
Yes.
Ms. Epstein,
Yes.
Ms. Gilliar,
Yes.
Mr. Greenstein.
Yes.
Now I will read the results for the board trustee positions, the at-large positions, based on the way they were presented on the ballot, and then announce the 3 individuals with the highest votes. Elizabeth Weisberg, 1,261 votes. Adam Block, 1,447 votes. Adam Smith, 1,524 votes. Nanette Melkonian, 1,903 votes. Nora Johnson, 1,307 votes. Lawrence Greenstein, 1,362 votes. Justin Renna, 953 votes, and there were 51 write-in votes. Based on these numbers, Nanette Melkonian had the highest count of 1,903, followed by Adam Smith with 1,524, and the third individual is Adam Block with 1,447 votes.
Okay. So do we have to accept this now?
Yes,
Okay, do we have a second? Okay, Julie Epstein.
all right. Mrs. Johnson,
Yes.
Mrs. Weisberg,
Yes.
Mrs. Bays,
Yes.
Ms. Brooks,
Yes.
Ms. Epstein,
Yes.
Ms. Gilliar,
Yes.
Mr. Greenstein.
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay, oh, my daughter's watching. It's okay, sweetheart. She's watching from the city. I'm fine. Okay, we have no act, let me just see where we are
Yep.
here.
We do have several action items.
Yes,
If you'd
Yes,
like
there are
me,
several action items.
Yeah, we do. Nothing under,
7.2 and 7.3 still have to be voted on. And then in 7.5 personnel,
Right.
there's,
Mary, there's only 7.5 personnel that has an action item. 7.2, there is no action items on 7.2.
7, under,
we have 7.5 is the first one that I see.
Right, we have
if
non-instructional.
you, I'm sorry, if you had the resolution for the Board of Education appointing the election inspector, was that not item 4?
Right, but we voted on that early, the first before we,
But above that are items 2 and 3.
correct, Mary. Yes.
I don't believe we
No,
voted
we
on
did not
that.
vote on them, correct. You're correct. So we have
Thank
to
you.
vote on 7, right.
So shall we do 7.2 and 7.3 right now?
Yes,
Okay. Mrs. Johnson, are you making the motion?
Yes, I make
And
the motion.
second,
I'll second it.
thank you. Mrs. Johnson,
Yes.
Mrs. Weisberg,
Yes.
Mrs. Bays,
Yes.
Ms. Brooks,
Yes.
Ms. Epstein,
Yes.
Ms. Gilliar, Mr. Greenstein.
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you both.
Okay, that's 7.5. Let me just check here while I. Nothing under personnel. That's it, right?
No, 7.5 non-instructional.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Emily.
You're welcome. It's okay. We have several under 7.5. We have
7.5.1 through 7.5.4.
correct.
Yeah, I usually would know that. I apologize to the public who's watching. Just been a kind of a rough evening. Yes. Okay, so 7.5, say that again if you would, 7.5.1 through 7.5.4.
4.
Do I have a second?
Emily.
Okay, Deb Brooks, all in favor, Mary?
Mrs. Johnson,
Yes.
Mrs. Weisberg,
Yes.
Ms. Bays,
Yes.
Ms. Brooks,
Yes.
Ms. Epstein,
Yes.
Ms. Gilliar,
Yes.
Mr. Greenstein.
Yes.
Thank you.
Any old business? Any new business?
I would like to, I just wanted to say it's National EMS Week. So thank you to all the people who provide EMS services here in Port Washington. For those of you who don't know, EMS services here in Port Washington are provided on an almost strictly volunteer basis by the Port Washington Fire Department. So we owe them a huge debt of gratitude post-COVID.
Yes. Thank you to the EMS, including my colleague Beth. New business.
I thought there was a hand up. Is it Ms. Gilliar?
Oh yeah, sorry.
I'm actually not sure when the appropriate moment is, but whenever you think it's the appropriate moment, I'd like to say something.
Well, it's new business and someone just asked me a question. The answer is yes. We have, why don't you speak now? Because then we have the community comments and we want to hear from the new board members. They have the opportunity to accept their, what do you call it? Acceptance speeches. I hope they keep them short. No offense, guys, but it's been a long day. Okay. You'll have plenty of time to talk. No, sorry. Go ahead, Rachel, please.
I just wanted to thank profusely Larry and Nora and Beth for your service. Between the three of you, you have served decades and decades on the board. You have all been sitting on the board for the entire time I've been on the board. And I credit all of you with things that I learned about what it means to be a good board member. And I've disagreed with some of you and I've agreed with some of you. And even in that, I learned a lot from all three of you. I think you've been very valuable assets to this community. This has been a difficult year for our community. It's been a difficult year for our students. And I think it's been a difficult year for our staff, our administrators, and board members too. And I think that it was a little bit of an unimaginable job for this year for everybody who worked for schools in any capacity. I thank all of you. But I really wanted to, I think it's hard to be voted out. And I think this was a difficult year, but I really wanted to make sure that you knew that the three of you are so valued, I think, by this community as well as by this board. And I wanted to thank you personally because I've learned so much from all three of you. And as I continue to serve, I know I will be thinking about how you would look at problems and issues you would raise when we're facing things in the future. And I hope you will all stay active on behalf of our schools, because the schools need all kinds of voices.
Thank you.
Nora, can I just jump in? Rachel, well said. And as an officer now with you and Beth this past year, I want to again also thank you for your service. I want to thank Larry for his wisdom. Larry, I hope you stay involved with the Legislative Task Force, because you have been a moving force. And we are extremely sad to see you go, but we know that you're not leaving. You are still part of our school district, and I know that you will remain active. And thank you for your many years of service. And we do look forward to working with our new board members. But thank you for your service.
Thank you both. Thank you, both of you. Beautifully said. We appreciate it.
Do we want to go to community comments, Nora?
I just didn't know if any other board member wanted to say anything.
Okay.
But, okay, community comments.
There aren't any right now.
Okay, well, I understand that, but I do want to say congratulations to the new board members. Congratulations to Nan. And congratulations to the Adams.
Wait, I'm sorry. There is somebody who has their hand up. I'm
Okay,
sorry.
but I was speaking. May I?
I'm
assume-
sorry. I'm sorry.
Okay. Congratulations, guys, and I hope the people who are speaking are one of the new board members. Or not. Go ahead.
Hold on, I'm having a hard time here. Yes, Matt M., I'm allowing you to speak. Go ahead, Matt. Unmute.
Good evening, Port Washington. Since I launched my campaign on April 13th, I have talked to hundreds of voters, from the train station to playgrounds, ball fields, grocery stores, coffee shops, and of course over Zoom. It has been a pleasure to speak with each and every one of you. I have listened and learned that everyone in this community values educational excellence, strong communication, and parent engagement with our school district. You are all parents and community members who care. I'm proud of my 30 years of advocacy for the individual needs of all students, for educational excellence, for strong parent-school partnerships, and for public schools more broadly. I will continue this work as your Board of Education trustee. Thank you to my many supporters who have written letters and emails, stood outside grocery stores and on ball fields, and offered advice, expertise, and wisdom. I'm humbled by this moment and could never repay you. And to the community, thank you for engaging in this process. You also served our schools by becoming informed voters. To those who voted for me, thank you for your trust. And to those who didn't, I hope to earn it. I look forward to the privilege to serve, and have a good night.
Thank you, Nanette, and good luck to you. That was well said. Is there any, are either of the Adams here? Because I know that I spoke with Adam Smith. I think I gave him the heads up that there would be community comments, but perhaps not. I know I told Nan. Okay, well, I'm sure we will be hearing from Mr. Smith in the future. I don't know what else there is to say. Is there any other comments?
Okay, I'm on a board meeting now, right now, Zoom.
Mary, we're retiring together, but we hear you. Okay, guys.
Julie, did you want to speak?
I'm just going to say, since this is the time people are saying it, and I know there will probably be another time as my first year on the board, but you know, I've had a relationship with each and every one of you just in my advocacy and parent volunteer. I can't tell you how special the connection you made and how welcome all three of you made me feel, how you tutored me and mentored me over the course of this year with all of my questions that I would pepper you with, and the countless hours that Nora spent with me on the phone. Larry, just answering all my questions. Larry, the advocacy within Legislative Task Force, and so much that I learned on you, and the amazement in the questions that you always posed and brought up, representing things that other people did not see. It's there will definitely be a huge hole in the board with the three of you absent. And Beth, of course, your knowledge of the budget has astounded me. Is as if you have memorized the 7,000 pages that are associated with every line item and you know them inside and out. You're irreplaceable. And I appreciate that I had the experience to work with all of you, at least for my first year. So thank you. And we look forward and encourage the new direction of the board and the new members that are coming on. But I just wanted to express my thanks and gratitude publicly for the three of you.
Nora, there is one more attendee that would like to make a comment, but I'm being told that Adam Smith and Adam Block are trying to get onto the webinar and they cannot. So their messages, they will let people know their stance, I guess, or their statement through social media is my guess. But there is one more person who would like to speak, and that is Dave Kirpin. So Dave Kirpin, go right ahead.
Thank you. And I would just like to say that folks that have not served on the board have absolutely no idea the unbelievable amount of work and the lack of appreciation that board members get. And now our three new board members will understand that. But because of that, I want to take another moment to thank Nora and Beth and Larry for your many, many years of service. I appreciate it as a now member of the community, and I just wanted to say thank you so much for your service.
Thank you so much, Dave, and thank you to the board members who spoke. You know, it's a bit of an emotional night, but the people have spoken, as they say. I didn't prepare a concession speech, but I guess I can give that at the June 6th meeting, or the next meeting that we're preparing for.
You won't have Nora Johnson to kick around anymore?
Actually, we get to go to the other side of the table and, you know.
I wasn't going to be a Larry. I was going to be more gracious than that and just say thank you to the people who've trusted me and put their trust in me for the last 9 years. And it's been an honor serving.
Nora, Mike Hines has his hands up.
Okay.
Listen, not to prolong this very late meeting, so I'll be very concise. I'll have more to say at our next June meeting. But, you know, I've worked with many board trustees over my 10 years as a superintendent, and the three of you are at the top in your capacity to steward and to move a district forward. So I just want to say it's beyond an honor. It was a privilege to learn from all of you and work beside you.
Mike, I think I speak for all three of us when I say we're not going anywhere and we will still be here to help support the district in any way that we can.
Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Hines, for that. Okay, the next board meeting, as we said, is what, June 8th or 6th?
June 8th.
Okay, until then, guys.
Well, no, we have a policy and personnel meeting tomorrow.
Not all of us do. I'm just
Yes,
saying.
we do.
Rachel, I won't be there. I have class. Oh, no, Deb. Sorry, Deb, I won't be there. I have class.
Actually,
And I have no class, but everybody knows that.
Okay, everybody. Congratulations to the new board members and good night to all.